Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have the new release from Lethal Cosmetics, their new Mellow Grove palette here with me, and I am going to try this palette out, see what I think. I think I'm gonna do 2 looks for you if I have the time, one today, one tomorrow. We're going to see if this is the good old Lethal formula that we love here on this channel. So hello, my name is Helena and I love beauty and makeup, everything beauty makeup related. I love to test new makeup out, and of course I am from Sweden, and Lethal Cosmetics is a European based indie brand. They are from Germany, so we do love to promote some good indie makeup from Europe. This is what this palette looks like. You get 15 different shades, and this palette retails for 49 euros. When I saw this color story, I felt so inspired. I thought it was so pretty. I also love the theming of their packaging these days. Last year I did get this palette, which was their fall release, and yeah, it's like the spring, the grungy spring sister. So this is what the old palette is looking like. We have those greens and berry tones, but this is obviously like spring green colors, and this you have murky darker green. So they are not too similar, even though there are these like berry tones in there, but I think that they are quite different. So I have swatched this palette out and I will show you the swatches, but it swatched out beautifully. The shadows felt really nice, no issues at all. So, when I saw this palette, I immediately thought of a different palette in my collection, because I mean this is a quite unique color story. You have greens and berry tones, and that's not the normal mix of colors from what I see. But the palette that I thought of was the Lime Crime Venus XL palette. This old fella here. And this is what that palette looks like. And I think that there is definitely a similar idea here. I thought I had a pan in this palette, but I see now that I don't, so maybe I should get on to that. But these are the 2 palettes. I think the formula of this will be a bit better from what I remember, but this is still a very pretty palette, and now pulling it out I realized that I need to play with this during this spring as well. But today we are going to play around with the Mellow Grove palette, and I'm gonna bring you a bit closer. We are going to do look number 1 and yeah, see what this palette is all about. Right, I have primed my eyes with my MAC paint pot. So now we're gonna do something fun here. Obviously I'm feeling the greens, but maybe we should do something where we mix the berries and the greens. I'm gonna start with Serenity and put that in the crease. So, let me know, did you pick this palette up when it released? What do you think about the color story? I felt that it was a very nice and different spring release from what other brands have brought out. I'm so intrigued by so many releases right now, but I need to contain myself. We can't catch them all. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the shade Opulence, which is that dark berry red there. And I'm gonna put that here on the outer part and his size. My dog is sighing like he has a full-time job providing for an entire family. I know that some people, I think now I have weirdness. I know some people were not super impressed with some of the shades from the old palette they released this fall, but I didn't have any issues. I thought that was a really nice palette. I actually used it quite a bit last fall. It's nice. I am going to take it down. Like I always do. And now I'm gonna go back into Serenity. I have been feeling pinks this spring. Don't know what got into me, but I have been wearing lots of pink and lots of green because I love green eyeshadow, and I have also had the fun times to have a lot of green eyeshadow in my Pandos Eyeshadows Project pan, but I also have this little long thing. Maybe I'm gonna deepen it up ever so slightly with the shade Quiver, which is that dark shade there. I am starting to collect a lot of lethal shadows in my stash of palettes, and I need to remember to use them more. I have been thinking of like having the goal to hit pan in all of my lethal shadows or lethal palettes this year. I don't know, what do you think? The other goal, it could also be like all of my Lime Crime palettes, or all of my K-Love or Musée Beauty palettes. Okay, now I need to go into, I think I'm gonna start off with this shade here. It's called Sanctuary, and then I'm gonna of course use this stunning green shade. It is like a duochrome, a green to a pink. It is very pretty. So I'm gonna use that like basically all over. But we're starting with Sanctuary, and I am spraying it. This is also a nice, like a more darker green to a more of a plummy berry shade. So I thought it would be good to bridge. And now going into Elysian. Elysian? How do you say it? It does not. So you can clearly see like the peach pink, and then when I turn you see the green. So in pan it looks green, but then like as the light hits it is more of that pink. It all depends on how the light hits, yeah. Right, I'm gonna swipe some beige liner on my lower lash. And then what do we do? I might go into the shade Halcyon? Don't know. Oh, it picked up a lot. Nice. It's not a tiny bit of fallout, but not too bad. fix that. I'm gonna just go back into Opulence and run that a bit more. So, spring has not yet sprungeth in Sweden. In the north of Sweden we had snow for 2 days, which is just lovely, because we all thought that shit was going to melt, and then it was like, excuse me, no. I'm gonna take my blush brush and dip into Serenity and see if we can drape a bit. That's cute. A little drapey drape. The pans are very small, so it's not the easiest to go in with a blush brush in this pan, but we managed. Okay, now I'm gonna take a Drift, which is that shade there, and put that in the inner corner. Hopefully it's bright enough, yes. There we go. Quick and easy. This. Okay, I am gonna put on some mascara, maybe tight line a bit and do the other eye, and I will be right back with this first look using the, what was it called? Mellow Grove. It's so annoying when it doesn't say it on the palette. I think it was Mellow Grove. I have already forgotten. Mellow Grove palette. Alright, here's the finished look. I don't know what happened with the other eye, but suddenly I had like a blob of glitter on my cheek, and it wasn't super easy to dust away. I am also slightly confused, obviously, because I am also apparently slightly confused because I like finished this eye, did my fucking liner, and then I put on mascara and everything on this line, and I forgot that I had liquid liner. So if the liquid liner looks weird or uneven, it is because one eye was painted before mascara and the other eye was painted after mascara. But if we keep distance, like this different distance, you can't see the wonkiness, hopefully. I think so. Alright, but it's a very, very simple, easy look. But Lethal has such a good formula. I think the mattes are so easy to work with, so you can get a very soft look like this. Now, the shimmers aren't your BAM Super Forward metallic shimmers. But that's okay, not all shimmers has to be. And I like it, it's cute. I think that playing with this tomorrow, I'm probably gonna use the greens. I have used a lot of the shades already, but we're gonna see. I just want to swatch out the shade Sway and the shade Opulence, because I feel like these are very similar. Did we need both in this palette? That felt a bit unnecessary. I would have opted for something else instead of those two very, very similar berry tones, but that is just me. Anyways, this is look number 1. I like it. I like it, and yeah. See ya tomorrow for look number 2. Okay, it's time for the second eye look, and we are definitely playing with the greens. I have some like neutrals that I haven't touched. Don't know if I will. I'm gonna start with this green and pack it on the outer edge. It's a very nice, like, sagey green. And it is laying down very nicely as well. Okay, let me pick up. Maybe I should go into that. This is like a green, like a satin green with some glitters. Maybe do I do that? What do we do here? I'm gonna pick up this brown. I didn't say what the other one. Called Ponder. And we're gonna blend that. Oh, this was a bit powdery. I'm gonna go into Whisper and see if I can fade this a bit. Then it got very grey. Okay. Now I'm going in with that shade called Lagoon, which is that green. It's also very powdery. Let's see. Got it on my dress. I got a shit ton of eyeshadow on my shoulder. Okay. I'm gonna see if I take this brush that I used the other green with. Just gonna clean it off and see if I can stamp this in here. Kind of like that. Now let me go into the shade Sylvan. That's green shade, and just stamp that on the lash. I don't know if you can see, but we do have quite a lot of fallout. Let me take my liner. I think I'm gonna use a glitter glue and see if I can make the shimmers a bit more intense. Now I'm taking Solitude and I'm gonna stamp that. Yeah, glitter glue, absolutely, 100%. Now I'm taking that green again. Let's see what we can do with this. I know I used it last look, but I think it's quite a step up to use the glitter glue. Lovely. On the lower lash line, I will... Maybe I'm just gonna go in and rub Tranquil on the lower lash this time, because that is one of the shades I have not used. I still have fallout. I see. Okay, I'm just gonna, I think, go into the green Sylvan just and see if I can get back that green. Okay, let me finish this look up, do the other eye, and I will be right back with this look number 2. I realized that I forgot to add the inner corner highlighter, so I did it on this eye. And I thought, you know what, let's just do it together here. So I only have my beige liner here. And I went into the shade Bliss, which is that shade up there. And beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Maybe I can put that on the good old brow bone as well. Intense shit. Let me. So, this is the finished second look. I went in with just a green liner in the waterline, and it's a very quick and easy look. I must admit now, like the green is looking quite grey, taupey, and I don't know if it's because I decided to go in with that shade as my transition to mix, but I think the mattes are really, really great. Now there is some fallout. This shade is very like glittery, and I recommend using a glitter glue with all of these shimmer shades because that will pack so much more of a punch. But I am very happy with this palette. I think it's really, really cute. I do see myself reach for this quite a lot. Now I do have that Lime Crime palette, but I did some swatches in comparison. I don't have, like I did them off camera. And the Lime Crime formula is definitely a lot drier, and now I don't know if that's because it is older or it's just because of the, like, that's how the formulas are. And the berry tones in the Lime Crime aren't these. I think they were more, they felt more brown and warm toned and not like very red toned. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching. Please let me know what you think about this palette. Did you choose to pick it up, or did you opt out of this one? And yeah, say hi in the comments. I do love to hear from you, and I will see you hopefully in my next video. Bye guys!